lines basically are just lines that take your eye from one place in the picture to another place. Usually at the end of the line is where your subject is. Leading lines are also a good way to connect the foreground to the background. Framing. Framing can be anything from a tire to a doorway, and it's just putting a natural frame inside your frame. Rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is where you divide your frame up into thirds and you place your subject on any one of those crossing points. And if you have a horizon, you can place it on either one of the lines going to cross. Diagonal lines. Diagonal lines can create a strong impression on whatever it leads the picture to. It is similar to leading lines in that it connects the foreground and background sometimes. Diagonal lines can also give a tremendous sense of depth. Filling the frame is where you take your subject and you basically fill the whole frame with it. You know you're filling the frame when your subject is uncomfortably close to the camera. Dominant eye. Dominant eye is when you place the dominant eye in the center of the frame. Having a dominant eye gives a strong impression on who the character is, and it just helps to make the picture more interesting. Symmetry. Symmetry is where you make the picture symmetrical. It can rather be horizontal or vertical. Using this rule makes it pleasing to the eye. Figure to ground. Figure to ground is when you have contrast between the foreground and the background. Usually the subject is in the foreground and the background is a totally different color that makes the subject stand out. Patterns and repetition. Patterns and repetition are best done when you have something interrupting the pattern. Now, the more you have of the pattern, the stronger the picture is. But it's even greater when you have something interrupting it, such as a lemon in a bowl of avocados. Now, the final and most important rule is to break all the rules. These rules are just a set of guidelines. It helps make the picture look better, but if it doesn't look good that way, then don't do it that way. You just need to break the rules and do what looks best.